Hey ladies and gentlemen, Stephen here from Redolessence and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it and I hope that this video finds you well. Today, of course, I'm joined by the wonderful Olya.
Hey guys.
I'm going to be leaving her channel's information down below. She also has a channel here on YouTube, so definitely make sure to go over and subscribe to her channel. I'm sure she would appreciate it very much. And in today's episode, Olya is going to be blindly sniffing 10 random niche fragrances that all came out in 2020. So make sure to stay tuned. Before we get on with the video, and I have Olya smell blindly, of course, 10 niche fragrances that came out in 2020, and I'm also going to let you know how to enter the giveaway. I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, if you like fragrance reviews here on YouTube, but also top 10 videos just like this, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. All you have to do is click on that red button in the corner, and of course, while you're at it, make sure to enable notifications by clicking on the bell, and of course, that goes without saying, make sure to do the same for Olya's channel as well. So here we have 10 niche fragrances. They all came out in 2020. These were all randomly selected. I actually have way more than 10 niche fragrances that came out in 2020 because, you know, I like to purchase a lot. But I wanted to limit it to just 10, of course, to respect your time, but also to respect Olya's time as well. So these are all one from different brands. So there were no repeats in this list. And of course, Olya has no idea what these fragrances are. They are all covered by a microfiber cloth. And so she really is going to be smelling them blind. Maybe some of these fragrances she's actually smelling for the first time today. Also, if you do want to enter the giveaway for a 5 ml decant for any 3 fragrances that are on this list, all you have to do is, of course, like and subscribe to my channel and Olya's channel as well. And then make sure to leave one comment down below with which of these 10 fragrances sounds the most appealing to you. And that's it. Make sure to come back to this video in 1 week's time because I will be pinning the winning comment to the top of the comment thread. So Olya, thank you again for agreeing to do another video with me.
Thanks for having such an awesome idea. I love doing this with you. So, and you always pick some really good ones for me. So I'm excited to see what you have in store.
Well, thank you for that. You know, it's always hard to curate a list for somebody like you because, you know, Olya is in the industry. She's been in the industry for many, many years now. So I'm kind of at that point now where I feel like Olya has probably tried everything. And so it's really hard to find something that you haven't tried. So I figured, you know, if I picked fragrances that were all released this year, maybe I'm maximizing the possibility of you smelling something for the first time today.
Plus, when I'm smelling them blindly, I definitely did not, call out all the fragrances, I think, like last time. So, I mean, I couldn't, I couldn't pick some of the ones that, really were very well known. So, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I did not cheat. I did not look. Yep. So I'm really
okay. Cool. So let's get the show on the road. So Olya is going to be smelling 2 at a time, and then blindly she's going to pick whether she likes A or B. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right. Let's jump right in.
Look away, Olya. So here is A, and here is B.
I think I have an idea what this might be.
Okay.
The second one, I don't think I know what this is, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is the new interlude. I reviewed this with Carlos before. The second one I'm loving. So I'm going to go with B.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm washed.
It's a familiar DNA, and yes, you're right, of course. These are all released in 2020. So this is the Black Iris variation on Interlude. Fantastic fragrance if you are a fan of that irisy quality. So very well called on that one. And of course, you reviewed it and, you have a lot of experience with the brand. But the second one, you didn't take a guess as to what it could be.
No,
right?
I have no idea what this is.
Okay. So the second one is they actually released a couple this year. This one is the second release by Parfums de Marly, and this is Pegasus Exclusive.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
That's my first time smelling it. I still haven't got my nose on it, so I'm really excited.
Nice. Cool.
This is really good.
Yeah, so it still has a little bit of the original Pegasus in there, but it has like that dark, smoky, slightly sweet quality from like Leighton Exclusive. It's very well. I actually really like this one.
I love Leighton, so that's kind of merging of and I love Pegasus. I love the original one. I love that like almond smoothness about it. So this is perfect. This is a really good release.
Awesome, cool, thank you.
Right.
So 2 down, 8 to go. Let's go ahead and move on. So here is A, and here is B.
I don't think I'm familiar with this one.
Good. Good. Well, that one just came out. So I'm sure very few people have actually tried that one.
I don't know this one, but I like it. It's like resinous and balsamic. There's a lot of going on. There's some spiciness there. There's some smokiness. Oh, but I love this one. Okay, I don't even have to think for a long time. B.
Okay, yeah. So
sweeter, aromatic.
See, the first one, it's very avant-garde. It's very different.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to spend a little bit of time with it. So the one that you didn't pick, but I'm sure it's a fantastic fragrance. I really enjoy it. Nasomato Fantomas. So, yeah.
I've never smelled this, and everybody has been talking about it. So I'm really actually happy that you put it on the list. It definitely has like a bit of a strange, like dusty note in there that I was kind of like, I couldn't quite pinpoint it, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. I do love Black Afgano and Barraonda though from them.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of winners. I love My Duro and Pardon and Barraonda, like you said, and Fantomas, very unique. But the one that you did pick it's really good, isn't it?
Okay, reveal it already. I'm so excited.
So it's by the company Habibi, and it's called Woody Lavender.
Oh, wow.
It's really smooth, very easygoing. I don't get much of that, astringent lavender that perhaps you might find in fragrances like Caron por un Homme. This one is a very smooth, slightly creamy lavender. Very easy to wear, very easy to pull off.
And I love gourmand. So I think that the minute I got that sweet whiff, I was like, yes, I love it. I'm sorry.
So my personal opinion, Olya, all of these are fantastic fragrances. Otherwise, I wouldn't have purchased them. I purchased the Black Iris. I purchased the Fantomas. I purchased many fragrances in this list. And so Olya has not been briefed, but these are fragrances that I genuinely love. And so, whatever you pick, I know it's going to be something that I love.
So what I wanted to mention is, it was actually really hard choosing between the Black Iris and Pegasus, for example. The second choice wasn't so hard for me.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that, like, this is in no way me trying to bash the fragrances here, because I think like Black Iris is awesome. But when you do put it against a fragrance that's really amazing, it ends up losing. But no way I'm bashing it, so let's put it out there.
Understood. No, I believe you, of course. All right,
okay,
let's move on to the next one. Here is A, and here is B.
It has this kind of citrusy, maybe a little bit of a lemony sharpness. So there's something in the opening that's like really fresh.
Right.
And then I can smell like a woodsy base. Very strong on the opening for sure. B. I love the second one. B. I don't even have to think about this too long.
Both of these are amazing, but for me, A is for the summertime, B is for the wintertime. Even though I think they're both versatile, can be pulled off in a climate-controlled environment if you're wearing them indoors, but there's just something about the DNA where with one of them, I would much prefer to wear it when it's a little bit colder outside. So the one that didn't make it, fantastic fragrance. I can't speak about it enough. It actually made #1 in my summer list, and it's by Roja Parfum, and it's Oceania. And the one that did go through, thank you, Olya, is, again, not planned, Exalt Nuit by Navitus Parfums. So Francis Kirkjohn composition in collaboration with Jerome de Marino. Fantastic fragrance. You have the vetiver, you have the Indonesian patchouli, the cacao, you have the 2 variations of tobacco. It's awesome.
It's really good. I mean, I'm sorry, Raja, I'm sorry. But you know what? I definitely do not own this, so you're on point. But this is so much of the profile of the fragrances. I'm not a big freshy girl, I'm not, and that's why I think every time you put a fresh one against such a beautiful resinous dark fragrance, it's like right away. So this is awesome. Really awesome work. Congrats.
I'm glad you love it. Thank you. All right, 4 more to go. Here is A, and here is B.
I know this one, except I can't.
I know you know that one, yeah. You do.
It's bright. There's that apple in here. It kind of goes in the direction of like Jardin Exclusive by Mancera a little bit. A little bit, but not really. But there's, that like peach apple combo that I love so much about Jardin. But it's like brighter, it's zestier. This is a freshie that I actually really like. It definitely has like a fruit punch to it.
It does, yeah.
I feel like I know it, and it's killing me because I can't really say what it is. Okay, let's see the B. And I know this one too. Oh my god, you're killing me. I'm like embarrassing myself because I can't remember what these are.
No, that's okay. Listen, and they're brand new as well. So you might have tried some of them for the first time last month. So it is a matter of spending a little bit of time with them.
This one is definitely, I mean, you did put kind of two somewhat closer in a category for me. You know, they're both, even though this one seems a little bit of a fruitier profile. But the second one is definitely a bit more airier citrus with a drier citrus, which is not usually my most favorite profile, but so I will have to go with the first one.
Okay. So with the first one, you chose the winner, which is Orza by Tiziana Terenzi. And you just reviewed it like a month ago or something.
That just goes to show when you don't smell it like right in front of you.
But your description was perfect. You mentioned the apple and the fruitiness, and so I'm like, oh my god, like she's getting everything right on the money. Which
Except
is funny.
the name.
Well, yeah, I mean that's okay. And the other one is Citrus Riviera by BDK Parfum.
That's a good one. I smelled it. It wasn't my absolute fave, you know, but again, I'm not really a citrus girl. So usually that doesn't end up being my usual pick, but okay.
Yeah, I can see a couple of the lighter fragrances didn't go through. So I think you're leaning towards like the heavier, sweeter, more gourmand, yeah.
And I love Orza. I did pick it, I think, as I remember I did the first or the second pick when I did review with Carlos. So, well, I guess I'm true to my word.
There you go. And then the last two, this should be exciting. Here we have A, and here we have B. What?
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Moon Glory
by
the Harmonist, because this is like one of my favorite fragrances ever. And I reviewed this with Carlos recently. And I love it so much, and I've been wearing so much of it that I'm going to say I'm 100% sure. I'm going to do it.
So you're okay.
I know it. Okay, well, between the two, I think that these are actually both really great, but I just think it's going to be very hard to compete for me, you know, with Moon Glory. So even though I really love both of them, I feel like I know this fragrance. You're killing me, Steven.
Just think, brand new 2020 release. A lot of talk on YouTube, Instagram.
It's not helping. It's like, okay, so it's sweet, it's aromatic, it's a little bit like, almost like candied for me. But I can't remember what the hell this is. Okay, even though I love them both, Moon Glory, which I'm pretty sure this is, will take the cake.
Yeah, no, you're right. So the winner is Moon Glory by The Harmonist. And the one that didn't go through is Bitter Peach by Tom Ford.
I have it! I have both of them.
Yeah, I know. It was hard. I know, it's hard.
And the funny part is that I wore it 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I wore it. I'm terrible.
But you know what? We just finished doing another top 10. We did a few reviews. So we smelled about 50 fragrances today. So it's getting to a point now where we are inevitably experiencing a little bit of olfactory fatigue.
You're too kind.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. All I can smell now is Interlude Black Iris. That's all I'm smelling right now. Just because I guess, I don't know, the way that I inhaled it or whatever, and such a strong fragrance. But
I can't believe I didn't call out the beach though.
But you know, even if you're not getting the fragrance, your descriptions of the fragrances are very accurate. So I think that says a lot.
Thank you. That was a little smoothing for my ego.
Okay. So we have Pegasus Exclusive, Woody Lavender, Exalt Nuit, Orza, and Moon Glory. If you had to pick one of all 5 of these, which one would it be?
Oh man.
You can be totally honest.
Okay. This is like really difficult because it's a real like strong tie between these 3.
Okay.
And I'm having a really hard time choosing because I don't think I can choose one. Am I allowed to not choose one? Because this is the way, and this is the way I'm gonna justify it. Because this is a summer, like a lush escape for me.
Yeah.
This is a sensual, kind of very, it's a little bit feminine leaning for me. This is a masculine, resinous masterpiece. So I'm having a really, really hard time. Can I not pick one?
So if you said there are top 3, you would pick these.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, without a doubt.
All right, that's it.
We'll stop get away with it.
I don't want to put you on the spot. I just did it in a previous video, and I can tell
do it. I'm like,
that discomfort in her eye. It's like, oh, I gotta, No, but I totally understand, and I put you a little bit on the spot there. But I definitely thank you for doing this video. I really appreciate it. You always being open to collaborating.
Thank you. And you really did. You really picked some really good ones. You made it really hard for me. I was kind of like so torn, and thank you for not letting me choose one because I really can't.
No, of course, my pleasure. And I know how much you love this one because you did the video on Carlos's channel.
Yeah, and I love it.
And I know how much you love this one because you've spoken about it on Instagram and whatnot. And so
this is my new love. You know what?
There you go. Yeah, please go ahead. Even though it is, a little bit on the darker side with the tobacco and the Madagascan pepper and the dark notes, I think it's perfectly unisex. And there's just something about that cacao and the sweetness that is really intoxicating. And it's a fantastic fragrance. I mean,
it is.
Props to Big Beard. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today. OLYA'S information is going to be down below, so definitely make sure to go over to her channel and show her some love. Make sure to subscribe to her channel in order to be eligible for the giveaway. And then all you have to do to enter the giveaway after subscribing to both of our channels is leave one comment down below and let me know which of these 10 fragrances sounds the most appealing to you. Again, I just want to reiterate, I personally love them all. I think they're all fantastic fragrances. And I will be pinning the winning comment in 1 week's time, so make sure to come back to this video in 1 week to see if you've won. Thanks again for watching. Love you all. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.